Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Daily Bread TV. This is episode 3. Last week we didn't put together an episode because God wanted me to stop and save up for this series we're going to start, and it's called Being Accountable. So what does that look like, and what does it even mean in Christianity? Okay, so I was 8 years old, so a while ago. I have 2 younger sisters, right? So me and one of my sisters, who at the time was 5 and I was 8, shared a room. And we wanted TV so bad. We were begging our parents for TV. All we wanted was one of those bubble TVs with a VCR player, right? Like super old school. So we kept begging them, they kept saying no. Anyways, we were like, okay, well, Christmas is coming. There is no way Santa can say no. I mean, it's Santa. So fast forward, Christmas morning rolls around. We are running downstairs expecting to just see a TV with like piles of VHS players. VHSs, I guess, not players. Anyways, VHSs lined up. So that didn't happen. We ran downstairs, and to our disappointment, there's no TV. There's plenty of other toys, which were awesome, but no TV. So we kind of like accept the fact we're not getting a TV. We play with our other toys, we're enjoying them, and then, time to eat breakfast. So we start eating breakfast, getting ready to, get on with the rest of our Christmas day. And our parents say, well, why don't you guys start putting, your toys away, kind of out of the way. We're gonna have people come over. So we're like, oh my gosh, okay. So we start putting our toys away, and our parents ask the famous question, well, did you guys get everything you wanted for Christmas? It's like, no, Santa had one job. He couldn't even get that right. So what a bunch of ingrates. Anyways. So they're like, well, you can't always get what you want, yeah. So being kid is like, whatever that even means. So my parents then have the audacity to say, can you guys start putting your toys away? Because we are having company come over. It's like, okay. So I start putting my toys away in the closet, and I out of the corner of my eye, I kind of see like this big box, and it's addressed to me and my sister, and it says from Santa. I'm like, so I call my sister over, like, is this legit? We need to verify this, like, make sure I'm not saying things. She's like, oh my gosh, like it's for us, it's for us. Like I'm about to open like my Red Ryder in the corner, like I'm about to get a TV, like it just clicked. So me and my sister are tearing through the box, arms are like flailing everywhere, tissue paper is raining from the ceiling. We were just like ecstatic, and I opened it, and it's an 18-inch black chunky Toshiba with a VCR built in. I was like, now I can finally watch Spice World. So we're like having like this beautiful Hallmark moment, right? Everything is so picture perfect. I'm on the floor crying because I'm so happy. I was an emotional kid. My mom and dad are like tearing up because it's so cute, and my mom's recording everything on the VCR, like on the, what is that thing called? The camcorder. And it's like perfect, right? Magical moment. All of a sudden, you hear my sister go, this is great! And she's 5, right? This is great! Now we can watch rated R movies. I mean, my mom, with that camcorder to her so fast, zoomed in. I mean, it took it like 3 seconds to autofocus. Like, actually, probably longer back in the day. Anyways, it took forever to autofocus. And my mom's like, and dad look at each other so shocked, like, what did you just say? So, you're probably wondering, how does that tie in with being accountable? So, long story short, how it ends is basically, they tell my sister, we are Christians, so we shouldn't be talking like that. It is Jesus' birthday. They say like, you are a kid, you should not be watching rated R movies or even talking about them. And then they say, because remember I have one more sister, they say, you need to be a good example, a good role model for your younger sister. That's where we pick up. So the first verse that we're going to cover for this first part 1 is Colossians 4:5, and it says, live wisely among those who are not believers and make the most of every opportunity. And that's Colossians 4:5. So let me throw a scenario out there to you. And I'm throwing this out because this was me at one point. Say you go to church, right? You go to church, maybe you're involved in some groups, you go every week, or you watch it, live stream every week, and you're a practicing Christian. Then let's say that you go out on the weekends and you get hammered, you get plastered, maybe you make some bad decisions. What are the chances of you giving a true and accurate and non-hypocritical testimony about Jesus? What are the chances of someone coming to know the Lord? And I get that there may be a been situations, obviously, where people get saved in bars. I'm not saying that you can't be a Christian, be sober, walk into a bar, like that you have to fear things. But if you're partaking in these things, what are the chances that people are going to see Christ's light in you? So we have to be really careful and find out, you know, what brings us joy. And there's a Jeremy Camp song, actually, Christian artist, and one of the lines in the song basically says, we have this kind of obsession with the things the world says make us happy. What makes you happy? What brings you joy? Is it hanging out with friends, maybe drinking? Is it partying? Is it just spending your days watching movies? Is it a hobby or a sport? What consumes you? If Christ isn't the first thing that consumes you, and I'm speaking again from experience, even now I have my ups and downs where there's days where I'm just like, I feel like I'm beaming with the light of Jesus, and there's other days where I'm like, oh, do I want to read my Bible, or do I want to like watch this new Alaskan Bush People episode? And you know, it's so we all kind of struggle with things, but you know, if you're not practicing what you're preaching, and if you're not taking every, as it says in that verse, let's make the most of every opportunity. If you're, you know, plastered with your friends, you guys are talking about, you know, obscene things, coarse jokes, all this stuff, and you're not, you know, bringing them to Jesus, you're not at least telling them about Jesus, or at the very least acting like a follower of Christ. We're called to be like Jesus. We're not called to be Jesus. Obviously, that's never going to happen, but we are called to be Christ-like. And that's in the Bible, like that's written. And I mean, if we're not taking the most of every opportunity, then are we serving God the way He called us to? One more verse I want to read is just kind of leave us with this. It's kind of intense. When I read it, I was like, oh gosh, that is yikes. It's Jesus basically talking about what we're just talking about, kind of being accountable and making the most of every opportunity. How we act in front of non-believers or new believers is super important, because they're going to watch our lives, right? The goal is to bring people to Jesus. If they're watching our lives and they're seeing us be, let's just say it, hypocritical, what are they going to think? You know, are they going to think, okay, well, they're telling me that the word says this, yet they're acting like this. They're going to be confused, and that's where I think a lot of our problems happen with, you know, Christians and new Christians. Jesus says this, it's Luke 17:1-2. He says, one day, Jesus said to his disciples, there will always be temptations to sin, but what sorrow awaits the person who does the tempting? It would be better to be thrown into the sea with a millstone hung around your neck than to cause one of these little ones to fall into sin. Very mafia. That is heavy. I mean, you can take it how you want. What I've read and just notes on that verse that I've read, let us not be the ones doing the tempting. Let us not be the stumbling blocks for people to get to Jesus. They're already gonna have enough crap to trip over in this world. Let us be the ones to say, hey, watch out for that. Like, been there, done that, I tripped, like, watch out for that. So, not to be like heavy, but I mean, this is kind of, I feel like, what God's putting on my heart. Every speaker, every pastor has their own way of delivering, and these are the messages that I have, I feel like, from God. So hopefully it's not offensive to anyone, but you know what, at the end of the day, I'm not the one writing it. It's in the Bible. That's why I, you know, put the verses here. So take it up with Jesus. But anyways, this is part 1. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come back for part 2. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more lighthearted. But anyways, guys, have a great day. Have a great weekend, and God bless.